This is A Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So, what are we talking about today? We are talking about, this is what Black women mean when they talk about misogynoir. And, you know, I've been hearing this word for a long time, as has most of us. And, you know, there is an actual definition to the word, but, you know, it's supposed to mean, what misogynoir is supposed to mean is a mix between misogyny and Blackness, okay? And it's supposed to be like a dislike for specifically Black women. So misogyny, the women part, and the noir, which is another word for Black women. So that word kind of strikes me. It has always bothered me. And the reason why the word always bothered me is because it's made up. Like, it's completely fabricated. Not just the word itself being fabricated, but the concepts around it. The word basically is built on untruths. It's built on a bunch of lies. So what we're going to do today is just sort of explore all of those things that kind of go along with misogynoir. The first thing I want to talk about is that a lot of Black women like intersectionality. They like it and they prefer it, okay? They'll sit around and talk about how they don't like intersectionality, how it needs to go away. And for those of you who don't know what intersectionality is, basically it just means that women are experiencing discrimination and prejudices based on more than one or two factors. They're based on gender, based on race, you know, and things of that nature. So that would be intersectionality and being a minority, you know, just every part of the victim Olympics that you can get, you know, that you can talk about. That's what intersectionality basically is. And I feel like Black women really prefer intersectionality more than anything because it allows them to be in that victimhood sort of situation. It allows them to play that card at any time. They like to have more than one victim card to play, if that makes sense. And I know that it does. They like the trappings and all that it implies to be able to be discriminated against in more than one area, right? Because right now, misogyny is not the problem that it quote unquote used to be, which I don't even think it used to be a problem. I just think the lost value system took place. But we don't live in a society where women are oppressed. If anything, women are regarded as superior to men at this point. At this point in American culture, women are superior to men. They get preferential treatment, and men had better not be men or display any of the traits of masculinity lest they be labeled toxic. But we're not going to go into toxic masculinity. So that was first. They actually like the concept of intersectionality, right? Because it makes them feel special and apart, and more marginalized and more victimized than Black people alone or women alone as a group. So this is why they combined it. The very fact that Black women combine two things lets you know that they actually like and embrace the concept of intersectionality, which was supposed to be this horrible concept that needed to go away, but they're embracing it because they like I said, the victim card and being able to pull the woman card and the Black card a lot of times at the same time. So, you know, they made up misogynoir. We have misogyny, you know, there's a broader misogyny, but then Black women experience more misogyny than other women because we're Black women. And, you know, we're a special case. All the time, we're a special case that needs special consideration, that needs special care, we're a special kind of victim. We're a particular kind of victim. You can't treat us like you treat other victims. You got to take a special kind of care with us and hold us we're further along in the victim Olympics than everybody else. Okay? Black women like to look for things, unfortunately, negative things that set them apart. Okay? Not positive things that set them apart from the general pack, but negative things that you can identify. And it's like, this is attributed to Black women. Here's the other part of it. Aside from the whole victim Olympic situation, they like to utilize it to refer to criticism that is directed at the majority of Black women for things often attributed to Black female behavior. Okay, now we're digging into the meat of this thing because they like the whole victimhood situation. They love it. It's wonderful for them, right? Because they get to cry and then they get to complain and they get to not take accountability and responsibility for anything that they do because you can never victim blame. This is why Black women like the victimhood category, because you can't blame the victim. It's wrong to blame the victim for their behavior because their behavior is always a response to the abuse and the victimhood that they are experiencing. So this is why Black women are never wrong in anything, because if she's always the victim and somebody's always doing something to her and the only thing that she's doing is reacting, then that means what? She's never wrong, because you can't blame her for reacting to negative things that are happening to her, supposedly, right? But they don't like criticism. See, misogynoir is used to identify criticism that comes Black women's way for what Black women are known for. Okay, what their appearance value is. What am I talking about? The public twerking, the bad attitude, the loudness, the antics, the promiscuity, the inappropriate behaviors. And all of these things are almost specifically attributed to Black women more than any other group of women. Black women have a horrible public image, and it's mostly due to what Black women post about themselves and what they do on their own, not these big corporations and big networks that are working to destroy Black women's image, but social media rivals these large companies that used to be in control of all media. Okay? Social media rivals all of that. So the things that you post about yourself is almost more damaging than any show that they can put on a network, i.e. Harlem, right? So all of these things that are attributed to Black women's public appearance or their appearance value, they getting criticized for it now, right? So any heavy critique or negative reaction to these things can be termed as misogynoir. And it's supposedly both against women, but also against her Blackness. Okay, now why is critique of her behavior not only against women, but against her Blackness? So it's an attack on her womanhood and it's an attack on her race. Even when other Black people or even other Black women critique it, right? Now, why is that? Because this bad behavior is actually linked and part of Black culture, to which she is the leader of. Black women lead Black culture. Black women they perpetuate Black culture. She's in charge of Black culture. Black women are, and they have been for generations now. And everything that the culture implies, everything that's within the culture. My apologies. Everything that's within the culture. So this is the issue that we're having, because she's been in charge of all of that craziness. All of the craziness that has been going on in Black culture. Black women are part of it. We saw that in the BET Awards of 2021, where everything was for the culture, and Black women are the culture. Black women are the culture, not children, not the men, nobody else. So when there's a critique on her behavior is linked to the culture itself. And you really can't criticize Black culture, because that's criticizing all the Blackness and Black pride and all of this other stuff. So this is the word misogynoir and the concept behind misogynoir is based on, it's like making a shield for herself of further non-accountability for her behavior. She don't want to be critiqued. So now she got to make the critique an attack so she can be a victim again. Okay? So because it's also misogyny, any talking about it is a tearing down of Black women. This is why channels like mine and like channels, similar channels with similar messages and a similar train of thought, are always attacked by these groups of women that come along and say, you're displaying misogynoir because you talking about us. You tearing us down. Why come you don't uplift us? See, the upliftment is don't talk about me. That's the upliftment. The upliftment is don't talk about me. Because if you talk about the things that Black women do, now you automatically tearing them down, and now you automatically being negative towards them. Positivity in the mind of a Black woman is supporting her in all her BS and her chaos. That's it. That's all. You have to support it. You have to support it positively, meaning you can't criticize it. You can't tell her she's wrong. You can't tell her that her mindset is wrong. And this is why she's getting all these bad results in her life, personally and collectively. This is why Black women's image is so bad. You can't tell them that their image is bad. Because if you start telling them that their image is bad, you start telling them that their value system is off, you start telling them that they're not doing the right things, now you're tearing them down. Now you hate Black women. Now you don't want to see them prosper. Now you don't want to see them empowered. You have to coddle and you have to do all of this stuff and poo-poo and pet and, oh no, it's all right. Ain't nobody got time for that. Boop, ain't nobody got time for that. Got to knock that off. Y'all gonna have to knock that off and take your medicine like big girls. Like you try to give medicine to everybody else, you're gonna have to try to take your medicine as well. That's it, that's all. No ifs, ands, no buts about it. No one has time for you to create concepts and words that are designed to remove your accountability and your responsibility from you. No one has time for that. It's always going to be problematic as long as you continue this behavior. And now we're in an era where people can see the behavior all over the world and people are talking about it and speaking on it. You're no longer able to hide your business in your house because y'all the main one tell all y'all business of y'all house. Y'all constantly got a phone in your hand recording everything. You constantly got, you know what I'm saying, something going on and uploading it into IG Live and Facebook Live and TikTok. You constantly, you tell your own business and then don't want nobody to comment. Y'all are engaged in bad behavior, and then when somebody call it out, the person that's wrong is the one that call it out instead of the one that actually do it. But y'all the ones got y'all hands right in the cookie jar tearing up the community. It is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all are tearing up the community. Y'all see I'm having a hijab day. Sometimes it's like that. But in any case, let me know what you think. Sound off in the comments section. Let me know what you think about this story. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I am your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.